Yes, sir. It's your boy Makell Bird, Maktown TV, Maktown Radio, the dopest podcast in every dimension. You already know what time it is. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the house tonight. Longtime friend, a.k.a. Atlanta legend. Atlanta legend. Let me just go ahead and say that. Whether you want to call it Miami bass or old school Atlanta hip hop or even what possibly could be the new wave. Ladies and gentlemen, we have DJ Taz in the house.
What's going on, Makell? What's going on with you, man?
So for those that don't know, me and DJ Taz, we go back a long way because in the year 2000, and I actually did a story time about this that I still have yet to release because it's just one of those quote-unquote episodes in the vault. But my story goes like this, if I were to give you the bullet points. Number one, I was working at a Best Buy in Morrow, Georgia in the year 2000, and I happened to be there when Big Boy from Outkast came into the store. I met him face to face, and that was sort of like the fuel to the fire that would become my desire to be in the music business. More specifically at that time, the rap game. You know, when you grow up in a city like Atlanta, you're inspired. And I just so happen to be inspired by rappers, DJs, producers, those people in the music scene, because when I would watch people on TV and hear people on the radio, those people were literally like gods to a 14-year-old who's living in the fucking boondocks, you know what I'm saying? When you're living in the boondocks and all you have is a fucking radio, those people on the radio, they're fucking important to you. I'm trying to tell you right now.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. But, of course, we have somebody who is a part of that legacy, what is known as the Atlanta hip-hop history legacy, and is DJ Taz, a.k.a. King Taz, a.k.a. Big Taz from Big Taz Records.
Hey, man. Now we got Santron Music up and running, which is a new company. It's a production company that I started. Matter of fact, this year.
What year? Oh, you started that this year.
This year.
Now, for those that don't know, DJ Taz is what we like to call, in the music business, we like to call him a triple threat. Because not only is he a rapper, but he is a producer, first and foremost. And then secondly and thirdly, he's a DJ on top of all that. This is what we call in Atlanta a triple threat. He does all three. And
well, I'm a full-time threat now. You know, I'm an engineer as well.
Talk to him real quick.
I'm an engineer too. You know what I mean? So what I tend to do, man, you know, you have your ups and downs in this game. So what I thought about, I said, no one is going to be able to stop me from doing music or stop me from making money in the music industry. So I mastered, you know what I'm saying, you know, the entertainment side. You know what I'm saying? I've been entertaining, dancing and all that all my life. And then the DJ side, you know, perfected that, mastered that. So I'm always eating gigs from that, you know what I'm saying? So that was my main thing too. Then I turn around and I produce, you know what I'm saying? I can make money that way too, you know what I mean? Producing artists, you know what I'm saying? So and I have a lot of success doing that. Then I turn around, then I know how to engineer, you know, mix and master, you know what I'm saying? While I'm producing you, I can mix and master.
Exactly. See, a lot of people, let me stop you real quick. A lot of people don't realize that's a secondary skill. Just because somebody's a producer does not mean that they know how to mix and master and engineer and handle themselves in a studio. I hate to tell you this, people, but I've seen a lot of so-called bedroom producers who get into a professional studio in a professional facility, and boom, guess what? They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, it's levels to that, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just about your ear. A lot of people don't understand too when you're mixing. You know, you might be recording that artist all that day, and your ears get worn down.
Right.
You get tired. You know what I'm saying? So you got to sleep it off and come in the studio with fresh ears to start mixing. You ain't got to mix. Well, I ain't gonna give you.
What do you mean by that when you say fresh ears? What do you mean by that?
So say for instance, if you riding in your car, or if you just in the club, or you just at home with your music turned up loud, you know what I'm saying? Your eardrums will wear down.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So have you ever went through this, like, dang, it was sounding different in my car one day, and then another day, the next day you get in there and it's just fresh, but it sounds different. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you're saying that's because your ears are worn down.
It's because your ears are worn down.
I believe it, trust me.
So when you do a song, you mix it down, so it's the best thing when you wake up in the morning or whenever, don't listen to no music, don't listen to no TV. just bam. I'm giving you a little secret.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you literally, like, you'll avoid listening to things? Like, you won't watch TV?
Won't watch TV.
Do you stay off street corners? What's going on? Like, how far are you willing to take it in terms of you don't want to hear shit until it's a piece of music?
If it's a hot song, it excites me. Mm-hmm. So that's all I'm thinking about. You know, when I wake up.
So one song can one song can energize you into producing something new?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a hit record. You know, it's a hit record.
Right. It puts you in the zone. It gives you a certain vibe. I feel that.
Yeah, if it's a hit record, knowing that you know what hit records do to your career and do to your life.
Right.
You know, it can be very prosperous for your life. It can change your life. But not only just a hit record on the financial side, but on just the vibe part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
well, in Atlanta, something I learned growing up in Atlanta, which was very important, is understand that when you're a white boy, guess what? Stereotypically, and when we talk racial politics, people say, oh, white people have no rhythm. White people can't dance. So when people heard me make songs all the way back to the year 2000, one of the things they would constantly say is, well, you're a white boy who has rhythm, and therefore that's how you understand hip-hop in general. So a big thing that I noticed when it comes to all the people in Atlanta, whether it's the people who create quote-unquote Miami-based music, and then that moves north, right? It comes to Atlanta, and then it becomes what we know as dance music, though.
Well, let me intervene. Miami, yeah, Luke them started the dance, the booty shake or whatever, and then, you know what I'm saying, of course, Shy D came out with Come On Shake It, which was a stripper song. It was up tempo.
Right.
But Kilo come back with, it's a bass song, but it's like really Atlanta bass because it's fast tempo, but it has substance. So it has a topic. It ain't talking about bass. It ain't talking about shaking your booty.
Right.
It ain't talking about shaking ass. It's talking about cocaine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it was talking about, he's like a street reporter. He's writing what's going on in the hoods around the world.
And Tupac said that in the past, so it does make sense because Tupac said that, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tupac, but he said that hip-hop and rap music was like the CNN of the ghetto. Mm-hmm. And so when somebody like Kilo Ali comes along, and he is, let's be honest, he's preaching what could be considered a political message or an anti-drug spokesperson almost, right? With that specific song.
Well, how he put it together, those that was for the movement of trapping,
right,
or drug dealing or whatever you want to call it, you know, in the minds of, you know, I can't tell how they felt, but I can only assume they get money. Right. They hear the word cocaine. Mm-hmm. They hear a fast beat that they like.
Right.
They ain't listening to the message. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're saying the rhythm overtook them.
The rhythm, the word cocaine, and how he did cocaine, it never dawned on them that they was talking. It was like, this is what could happen to you, and this is what it does to you. This is what it do to our people.
Right.
So by him doing that, some people might have caught on to it, but it was like he said, it was a positive rap. You know what I mean? He said it was a positive rap he wrote in Juvenile. You know, so
what do you mean by that? How old was he when he wrote that song?
I think he was 15.
50. He wrote that song when he was 15 years old.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Why he was
That's some true blue Atlanta shit, because if you notice, a lot of people are coming out in Atlanta specifically. They're coming out very early age. You look at people like Criss Cross. Who else do you know that came out at very early ages? Even Gucci Mane's probably rapping since he's probably like 16.
Nah, I think Gucci came in later on.
You want to hear the crazy thing is that technically speaking,
I don't think he was 16. I know Kilo was 15.
You think he was full grown, Gucci Mane, when he first started rapping? He's probably rapping in high school.
On a professional level?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he was a full grown.
That's the barrier right there, is you have to be a certain age to do it, yeah.